Joan and Hattie. Joan and Hattie, Hattie and Joan, two comic geniuses, ample like Venuses, sitting on carryon thrones, so much talent in their soul and their bones. My earliest memories are warm and feature Hattie's magical form, as our whole family sat by the fire and heard her in comedy of which you could never tire. She is my strongest memory from radio's Hancock. That was a brilliant company, no ordinary stock. Decades later I read how jealous of their talent and applause was our tone, and in Hattie's case with justifiable cause. Much as I loved him and he made me laugh, it was always Hattie that was the most daft. And yes, so serious that was the case, you just knew that she had a straight face. We saw it on TV too, I laughed and heard her talent anew. Then the carry-on started, and who was to know that this was the one series where fame was to grow and grow and become an important part of the culture of our great nation, always the subject of laughter and adulation. I had no idea then that they were rude. Understanding double entendre meant that they had to be again viewed. Joan adorned with glamour the early ones like a gorgeous bird. Hattie was more often to be feared. I loved them both very much. Hattie like a mum I wanted to touch. I realised that they both had perfect comic timing, their beautiful faces and voices like those of angels chiming. They were magic, this special pair, so glad that in my childhood that they were both there. Can't mention them all, but Hattie's a cabbie was fun, and Joan's stunning in cowboy with a gun. Later Joan's roles changed as did she, but her powers grew and she delighted me. Then Sykes and his twin sister entered my life. Great idea that, not just being a wife. Of course I thought that the show, not being called Hattie, was rather a blow. Another delight as I grew up, overflowing my comic cup. Then Hattie so sadly and suddenly died, and even though now an adult, I cried. The first time about a stranger I did not know, but she seemed so familiar to me that I felt real woe. I was moved by Sykes' tribute of how underrated she was. He said it was solely her size because, he said, producers and casting agents were limited in vision. He scorned them with justifiable derision. Joan continued and bloomed in many a show, too many to mention, but let's have a quick go. Mrs. Wembley in On the Up with her, just the one, was comedy magic, plenty of fun. Till Death Us Do Part, in which he was gran, Wurzel Gummidge all helped to plot her career plan. As time goes by, was true brilliant fare, as Madge, her talent, was certainly there. When she passed away, so sadly I feel, the obituary writers did not fairly with her deal. To say that she'd done little more than the carry-ons was a lie and a bore. She worked hard and could not have done much more, and working with Olivia and Hepburn they seemed to ignore. They like their victims to be treated so sore. I feel that it is a national disgrace that two such great ladies so ace were never awarded to go with their name the deserved title of Dame. The laughter they created will live evermore, and they will continue to make us laugh to the core. So Hattie and Joan, so many thanks for your wonderful gifts to us. Into my life you brought fun and brightness, with wit and no fuss. Bless.